Your body doesn't ask permission when you turn 70. It just begins changing. And many of these changes are silent, invisible, and potentially life-altering. Today, we're going to reveal 7 critical changes every senior experiences after 70, how they impact your independence, and exactly what you can do to maintain strength, balance, and confidence starting right now. Even if you eat well, exercise regularly, and feel fine, these changes could already be happening inside your body. But the good news? You can fight back, reclaim your strength, and stay independent for decades to come. Welcome to Steady Seniors, the channel dedicated to helping you age gracefully, safely, and independently. I'm your guide today, and together we'll look at real-life stories from seniors across the U.S., backed by decades of research and clinical evidence. By the end of this video, you'll understand how your body changes after 70, why it happens, and most importantly, how to prevent these changes from stealing your independence. Change number 1, your balance system begins to decline. This is one of the most common and dangerous changes in seniors. Balance is largely controlled by your vestibular system, the tiny canals in your inner ear filled with fluid. These canals detect motion and help your brain understand your body's orientation in space. After age 70, these canals gradually degrade. The fluid becomes thicker, the hair-like sensors weaken, and your brain starts receiving mixed signals. What does that mean in real life? You might feel slightly dizzy when standing up or notice subtle swaying when you walk, even though your legs are perfectly healthy. Take Margaret Lewis, 71, from Chicago. She said, "Doctor, I feel drunk when I stand up. My legs are fine. It's like the room is tilting." Testing revealed she could barely balance on one foot for 2 seconds, whereas 10 years earlier, she held 30 seconds easily. On a 2017 study in the Journal of Vestibular Research found that vestibular degeneration is strongly correlated with falls in adults over 70. Another study from the American Geriatric Society emphasizes that early balance training can reduce fall risk by up to 50% in seniors. Single leg stand. Stand on one foot while brushing your teeth. Start with 10 seconds per leg and gradually increase to 30 seconds. Heel-to-toe walking. Walk in a straight line, placing one foot directly in front of the other, 10 steps forward and 10 back. Margaret incorporated these exercises daily. 6 weeks later, she could stand for 25 seconds, and her dizzy spells disappeared, restoring her confidence. Change number 2, reaction time slows significantly. This isn't just feeling slower, it's a physiological change. Nerve signal conduction declines with age, making your muscles respond more slowly to commands from your brain. James Parker, 72, from Atlanta, she would experience this firsthand while driving. A child ran into the street chasing a ball. James saw the child instantly, but his foot didn't hit the brake fast enough. Thankfully, no accident occurred, but he realized his reaction time had doubled since his 30s, from 0.7 seconds to 1.4 seconds. Research from Stanford University, 2020, showed that nerve conduction velocity decreases by up to 30% in adults over 70. In the Journal of Gerontology, 2019 confirmed this leads to slower reflexes and increased fall and accident risk. Play hand-eye coordination games daily, ball toss, reaction apps, or simple wall catch drills. Studies show even 15 to 20 minutes per day can improve reaction time by up to 30% in seniors. After 3 months of daily exercises, James improved to 1.1 seconds, still slower than his youth, but safe for daily life. Change number 3 is sarcopenia, muscle loss. After age 50, adults lose roughly 1% of their muscle mass per year. By 70, You may have lost 20%. By 80, 30%. This affects strength, endurance, and independence. Weak muscles mean difficulty standing from chairs, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries. Maria Johnson, 68, from Seattle, noticed she couldn't open jars or lift groceries comfortably. She realized she hadn't done any resistance exercise in months. Resistance training, even 15 minutes per day, can dramatically reverse these effects. A study from McMaster University, 2019, demonstrated that seniors averaging 78 years gained 4 pounds of muscle in 12 weeks of resistance training, while non-exercising peers lost 2 pounds. Actionable tip: use resistance bands or light weights for daily exercises, arms, legs, core. Bodyweight exercises such as chair squats, wall push-ups, and seated leg lifts are excellent for beginners. Maria's 3-month routine restored her ability to lift groceries, open jars, and stand independently, critical for autonomy. Change number 4, your bones lose density and strength. Osteoporosis silently develops over decades. One slip can lead to a fracture, drastically affecting independence. Patient story: Dorothy Williams, 73, from Denver, fell on ice and fractured her hip. Her doctor explained, "You didn't break the bone because you fell. You fell because your bone broke." Medical reference: according to the National Osteoporosis Foundation, 1 in 2 women and 1 in 4 men over 50 will experience a fracture due to osteoporosis. After a hip fracture, 40% of seniors never regain independent walking, and 20% die within a year due to complications like infections or blood clots. Actionable tip: engage in weight-bearing exercises like light jogging, stair climbing, or jumping jacks. Ensure adequate intake of calcium, 1,200 milligrams per day, and vitamin D, 800 to 1,000 international units per day. Dorothy implemented this program. 1 year later, and her bone density improved enough to reduce fracture risk substantially. Change number 5, proprioception. Your brain's awareness of where your body is in space declines with age. Your brain misjudges foot placement, causing trips and falls, even on visible, safe surfaces. Patient story: Robert Mitchell, 76, from Boston, tripped 3 times in 1 month despite clear floors. Through exercises like heel-to-toe walking, blind reach drills, and single-leg balance, his brain relearned body awareness. Within 6 weeks, he walked confidently without tripping. Medical reference: the University of Michigan published a study showing seniors often misjudge foot clearance by up to 50%, explaining frequent tripping despite normal vision and strength. Change number 6, even if you lose balance, your recovery response slows. Young adults react to a balance loss in 200 milliseconds. Seniors take 400 milliseconds. Journal of Gerontology, 2019. And that tiny difference often determines whether you stumble or fall. Actionable tip: reaction drills such as unexpected ball tosses or video-based reaction games. University of California, San Diego found that seniors practicing action-based games for 12 hours improved reaction times by 30% over a month. Change number 7, fear itself increases fall risk. It sounds counterintuitive, but tense movements are less stable. Seniors who fear falling are 3 times more likely to fall. British Medical Journal, 2018. Helen Carter, 71, from Minneapolis, became fearful after a minor fall. She shuffled, avoided stairs, and gripped furniture. Gradually, confidence-building exercises and controlled exposure to uneven surfaces retrained her body and mind. 6 weeks later, Helen moved normally again. Her fear no longer controlled her. Here's the Steady Seniors plan. Pick 3 exercises from this video and do them daily. Single leg stands, heel-to-toe walking, blind reach drills. Daily practice of just 5 to 15 minutes can restore balance, strengthen muscles, protect bones, sharpen reaction time, and rebuild confidence. In 1 month, you'll feel steadier. In 3 months, your family will notice. In 6 months, you may feel years younger and fully independent again. Patient outcome. Frank Thompson, 74, from New York. iTunes. Charmary returned to my office after 6 months. He walked in without assistance, stood from a chair without pushing off armrests, and said, "Doctor, I got my life back." Thousands of seniors in the U.S. lose independence each year due to falls and age-related decline. Don't let that happen to you. Your body is capable of adapting if you start today. Pick your exercises, commit daily, and reclaim your independence. Your legs were made to carry you for 100 years. Give them the care and training they deserve.